Quinn's EG Hatch. I just met Quinn not too long ago. We're gonna go for a drive. What are you doing, Honda?
K-Pro Honda, yeah. I'm not doing anything, just getting connected.
All right, let's have some fun.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, we're back here at Sideways Auto Sport. Although you guys haven't really seen the shop yet. Maybe when Jerry and Josh deem it appropriate, we can step inside and give you guys an update on a couple of cars. Yeah, clearly not his first Honda. He doesn't have a working AFR right now. So, what are you running, 15 pounds, you said?
Yeah, I'll hit 15, 20 pounds. So.
Sweet, yeah, we'll see what we can do. Hopefully, I mean, Jerry kind of messed up. Jerry drove a Q56 today. He was supposed to drive the Supra, but we'll get the two, you know, it's a good matchup. Jerry Supra versus Turbo Civic, I think is a good matchup. So hopefully we can get you guys that in the future. K-tuned everything. This is crazy. To me, a Turbo Civic is super gritty and like can be dirty, but you actually keep your car clean.
I try to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta respect it.
Watch this be the first time you get pulled over for having like no hood.
I know, right?
Or is that actually illegal to have no hood?
Probably.
We'll find out. So yeah, Quinn's plan, you guys, is to go all-wheel drive, which, if you don't want to hook up, of course, because the car's leaning backwards and the front wheels are up front, losing traction, you solve that by going all-wheel drive, and then in the process, of course, you kill Evos and STIs.
And bikes.
And bikes, yes.
But they're pretty small tires right now.
195s, I think?
Yeah, 195, 45s, but they're just for show. But they do hook quite a bit, which is surprising.
Well, it's funny too, because like I was telling you earlier today, I was shooting with Adam.
Yeah.
Who's like big into drag racing. All his cars are all-wheel drive, and he's running a 245 right now, all the way around, which that's not like a skinny tire, but for a 700 plus horsepower car, it is. But he's like, no, it's not all about how wide it is. It's mostly about the compound.
Exactly, yeah.
You know?
Your tire wear and tire pressure plays a big key as well. So.
Oh my God.
It's only 15 pounds.
Wow. Yeah, that throws you back in your seat, eh?
Yeah, it puts you back a little bit.
The ramp up in torque, I love that, just like hearing the turbo before boost hits, like, oh, it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
Especially when you get, like, if you messed around with the VTEC, like where it kicks in at all.
Yeah. Yeah, my tuner does that, Paul Bawan. He's a great tuner. He's the magic. He's the magic behind all this. So
East Coast, right?
Yes, he's from Ontario, so he does remote tune as well.
Oh, sick.
So this guy's loving it too.
His form was on point. Yeah, something like that. All right, yeah. Oh yeah, that was full throttle.
It's a Turbo Civic.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's fast, man. How much power do you think it's putting down, right? Like, at 15 pounds?
Say about 450. It's putting down 450 for sure.
Oh. He's loving it. I feel like you could still get away with another, like, 100 horsepower with front wheel drive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't spin as bad as you would think, and with small tires like this, you know, it doesn't have a fighting chance. Non-LSD, but it still can hook like that.
So what turbo is on here?
PTE 6262, Gen 2, Sojournal bearing, but
Okay, yeah.
it makes a lot of power.
I mean, it's so insane that, like, okay, Honda built this engine for an RSX for the SI, and they have a trans that, like, they're not like, of course they're expecting people to modify, but they're not doing the engineering with that in mind.
Oh, exactly.
But it can still hold, like, so much torque.
Exactly. And the fact that they made the K20 block the exact same, so you can just take a CRV transmission with a transfer case and bolt it right up as if it was from factory.
Yeah. It's almost like, I wonder, like, how many layers behind the scenes in Honda's, like, engineering department. There's guys like, I'm gonna make my Honda buddies happy with this one, you know, down the line.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So you guys, what do you think? Supra versus Turbo Civic? You blew my mic out, dude. No, I'm like online, it's an intro. All right, you guys, well, we just got out of Quinn's car. That was a couple days ago, I lied. But we're back here at Sideways. And yeah, Jerry's Supra is currently waiting to race that Civic, because I know you guys all want to see that. But what we're actually gonna do right now is we're gonna go check out the Lotus that Josh introduced me to. When was that, 2020 or 2021? If you guys remember that video, you should definitely check it out. But this is the Lotus. Of course, it's not really a Lotus. It's a kit car.
It's a K-trim Super 7 that's been completely modified from the front half forward. And there's a lot of weird things that we're now trying to incorporate into a weird chassis. Like, the whole front is now tube instead of square tubing like the back half.
Oh yeah, yep.
So that's a huge improvement.
What do you think the R&D testing process, like driving this, is gonna be like when you finally get it on the road?
Oh, I don't even know. It's gonna be pretty scary. All I know is I don't want to drive it. I'll let Jerry do that. That sounds like fun for him. It's gonna have a supercharger and a turbo.
Well, here's the thing: when you hear someone say, "I don't want to drive it, but it looks incredibly fun," you know something's gone terribly wrong.
Yeah. It's so sketchy.
Or right. Is there a video of you? Because I know you like spun out. Do you have any video of you like?
So. There's actually a video of that, but I don't know if I should ever show it.
Okay.
Because it was in front of a police officer.
Oh God.
Yeah, looks better. We changed the cold roll, and this is the newer turbo gonna use. It's
ball bearing?
Ball bearing, precision 62, 66. So actually will have more laggy, right? Before it's like instant torque, cause turbo swap like almost at all.
That's what it was before. Yeah, it felt like a very like modern kind of.
Yeah, before it was more like set up as a, I don't know, kind of daily driver, but too much torque,
Yeah. Oh, so now it's just gonna have more torque, but pushed up.
Exactly, and now we gotta set up like equal length turbo manifold, so
yeah.
No more, no more exhaust time issue. Because before my exhaust time was too high because of log manifold style design, and now our equal length.
Right.
So
this is beautiful.
Yeah, flows better. In-house custom make.
Yep, Kevin did this one.
Yeah, Kevin did that.
Was it? I can't remember. Was it bottom mount before?
Yeah, before it was
bottom mount. Like the turbo was basically hidden down here.
Because right now we designed to top mount because like since we got larger turbo, and we need to put a twin charger system now. And the supercharger I use will be is an M62.
So my initial reaction to the twin charge is added weight. You're adding weight, and you're not necessarily getting more efficiency or power from it. But when you don't have a hood, everything is about the aesthetics, right?
No, actually, it's add a lot of efficiency because it depends on the design. So basically, this one will be around here.
So
basically.
where is this? What is this supercharger from?
This supercharger from the Cobalt, the Chevy Cobalt.
Yes, before they turboed it. Yeah.
Before the turbo it.
Yeah.
So basically, my idea is like, because since it's a larger turbo, so I will use the supercharger to feed the turbo in the lower RPM, so it makes the turbo spool faster. And the supercharger actually is not directly charged the engine, actually charges my turbo. So similar to the compound turbo.
Yeah.
So sequential turbo, and I use the kind of like a booster control throttle body to kind of bypass the air when the turbos will up over like 14 psi. So the supercharger will become like restriction. But if I bypass it, that means my turbo will be freely like over that.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's pretty easy design. Booster control bypass valve, similar to the throttle body.
Yeah.
So idea is will be actually this end will be fed my turbocharger. And I got I need to drill a hole in here, so feed my supercharger feeding pipe in here. So actually, it's like when this throttle body is controlled by boost, right? So when this one's closed, my supercharger actually feed my turbo, and it won't get up to 14 psi. This valve's open, so my turbo will be suck the air freely.
That's super cool, man.
So it's actually pretty efficient.
Yeah. And ideally, hopefully, once you tune it, you won't be able, like, will you feel that kind of crossover?
You'll probably
a little bit.
You'll probably not feel it because sense is like not directly charged on the engine, so you're always charging this like turbo anyways. So the only thing like you are not adding the horsepower, you're adding the actually like put your power bank earlier.
Response.
Yeah, response.
Yeah.
So hopefully my turbo will be full up around still like 25 or 3,000 RPM.
Wow. I was like not on board with the twin charging, but you sold me on it now.
It's a good idea.
I'm sold on it.
The only defect is like you're gonna add a lot of weight.
Yep.
Front end, we did a lot of triangle stuff, trying to reinforce it. And the reason we did the angle air on the control arms, because I know we're gonna crash this car. I don't want to twist the chassis again.
What?
So this is actually the chassis weak point.
I know we're gonna crash the car.
So exactly. So after that, like we only need to change like this bar. We don't need to change the top of front end off, right?
All right, you guys. Well, if you want to follow Quinn, Sideways Autosport, Jerry, Josh, all the links are in the description. Hopefully we can do some more videos with Jerry's Supra, although it is getting very cold incredibly quickly here. I mean, the weather's been amazing recently, but it's not gonna stick around forever. So I'm gonna see what we can do with the Supra and the Civic, but also, before I go, I don't know the exact number, I'm gonna say about 10 to 15 of these Roads Untraveled hats left. They're really cool. They're actually a flex fit, but also a snapback. But the point is, I want to redesign some hats, and I want to get rid of the inventory I already have. So if you guys want to hit up the link in the description and get yourself one of the last Roads Untraveled hats for this year, I'll give you guys 50% off. So I want to make them better. They're not exactly how, I mean, you know, styles kind of change. They're very kind of flat brim, but if you want to get the last of the inventory, the link is in the description. See you soon.